Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be sharing you some golden tips on how to land a girlfriend in Singapore. So yeah, I wrote a whole long list of pointers. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So the first point is be a good listener. So girls like to yap a lot, whether they are a quiet girl or whether they are chaotic, like extroverted girl. We like to yap a lot. We share tea all the time with our friends. We talk shit about people all the time. We talk about things that we like to do all the time. Go with makeup, skincare, people gossip, whatever, right? If you listen to a girl yap, you will get bonus brownie points. She will be more excited to talk to you because you are a good listener and you're attentive to, her talking about her day, and she will like you more. Number 2, compliments when in doubt and be detailed. What I mean by this is it could be your first date. You're going on the first date with a girl, and a very good icebreaker is to compliment about her outfit, her cute face, her makeup, or whatever. Just, show her that you are attentive to how she dresses up, that you like how she looks. Because as girls, we are always insecure about our looks. Every single day, there's not one girl who do not doubt herself about being less pretty, about boyfriend getting tired of them. Is it because they got a new pimple? Is it because they didn't do makeup anymore? Is it because they are a few years older? Do you think I'm getting uglier as I grow older? Every girl would think about that. Every girl will overthink that, as they get older, they are less appealing. That's why we always ask our boyfriends, that's why we always ask our boyfriends, do you still love me? Do you think I'm pretty? This kind of questions that men always be like, why do girls ask that all the time? But now you know girls ask that all the time. It's because we are really insecure about our looks. If we see a pretty girl outside walking on the streets, we would think to ourselves, dang, she's so pretty. I wonder if my boyfriend thinks she's prettier than me. That kind of thing. But for men, it's different. Men will look at another good-looking man and be like, yeah, he's good-looking. But they won't disparage themselves. They won't compare it to themselves and make themselves feel bad. But women do. So compliments is the way to go. Next one is workout. And I don't mean by being a gym rat. You can have a good, nice shaped body with some muscles, but you don't have to look like 𝘓𝐻𝐸. You don't have to look like 𝘓𝘦𝘦𝘱𝑗. I don't know how to read his name. You don't have to be really, really big. You just need to be built like a Calvin Klein man, and girls dig that. So I don't think this is a deal breaker. I think this is a bonus, a sweet, a dessert, a cherry on top. If you have it, then you get an edge. If you don't have it, you can try to work out for it if you want to. And yeah, who doesn't like abs, right? Next is your drip. So by drip, I mean by how you accessorize yourself and how you style yourself. So okay, I'll just put it out there. I don't think girls are attracted to Uniqlo men. If they look too plain, beige shorts and then Skechers sports shoe, Adidas sports shoes, these can look good. But if you just wearing plain shit every day, black and white, you're not an Oreo. You're not a walking Oreo. So don't be afraid to explore new colors like pink, blue, green. Just try different palettes and see what flies. But bonus, if you wear rings, silver metallic rings, and you have a silver bracelet chain, you have a nice silver necklace. If you wear a bucket hat, I think it's cute, I think it's cool. And one thing that cannot go wrong, I think, oversized tee. Oversized tee is if you have wide shoulders, you don't need to be really muscle. You don't need to be super built to make oversized tee work. I think oversized tee in general is the equivalent of a girl wearing a camisole or a tube top. I think it looks good effortlessly. And nowadays people wear a lot of baggy pants, so baggy jeans, baggy cargos. So I think those work really nice too. I think nowadays I really like it when men wear those athletic Chinese sports shoes. They look ultra funky, out of this world. They look very tech wear. Yeah, I think those are cool. So yep. So do style yourself, accessorize yourself. Even if you're wearing something really plain, if you're gonna wear Oreo, at least drip it with like some rings, some chains, yeah, and then you will be a certified baddie. And the next point is that if you're gonna watch, if you're too lazy to watch the whole video but you want to take away something, this is it. This is the point, and is don't chase, be busy. So I know this might be a bit confusing to some of you, because you're like, but if I don't chase, the girl's gonna lose interest, right? She's just gonna ghost me. Here's the thing that men don't know is girls are actually the chasers. Like we like a little bit of chase. We don't want a man who's always available 24/7 at your beck and call, because it feels like they're here, they're ready for me to trauma dump, but I don't see them as appealing as if they ignore me for days and I feel like I have to, you know, make an effort. Everyone wants to chase, you know what I mean? We're built since the primitive days to chase, to hunt for food, and I think it's the same in courtship. Give it some time, let the text marinate. So you can reply her the next day, you can reply her 2 days later, so you're busy with friends, partying, or you're studying for exams, or you're focusing on a pet project, your own business, whatever, right? Just make it clear to her that you are busy working on yourself too, that you're not free for her all the time. That way she will put in more effort to think about what to text you, that when you reply, finally when you reply after a few days, after a few hours, she will appreciate you being responsive. If you have to mute the chat, by all means mute the chat, and then like come back to it a few hours later, maybe the next day, be like, you know, sorry for late reply, I was busy with blah blah blah, insert whatever there is. But you but gauge it lah, don't just follow what I say, right? Like if you feel like you're doing it too often and she slowly, if you're doing too often, she will lose interest, that is for sure. So you have to use it like sparingly. Like maybe today you message her 1 day late, tomorrow 1 day a few hours late, and then some days you are very responsive to her, and then like the next week you cool off a bit. You know, like you have to treat it like as though you're fishing, and when you fish, right, you have to let the fish struggle a bit just so that you'll be tired, and then you reel in again. You don't reel in all the time, you know what I mean? So it's the same thing with trying to get a girl. You just like gotta push and pull a bit. My next tip is, I think it's like a bonus if you have sexy hobbies, and by sexy hobbies I mean things like dancing, playing golf, basketball. I think basketball is pretty hot too. Or like arcade gaming, reading, clubbing, drinking. I think reading can be hot too. I think it depends on what the girl likes, right? But in general, things like dancing, basketball, soccer, I think they're pretty sexy hobbies. They can make you look fitter, in shape. And if you go clubbing and if you party, it makes you feel like a fun person to be around, you know, things that like make your personality pop even more. Next, I want to talk about softcore men. Like I feel like nowadays, like with, you know, K-pop idols and how girls like softcore men like Jimin from BTS, I feel like we like men who are cuddly, who are like awkwardly shy. I think it's cute. Girls think it's cute, men think it's gay, but moral of the story is I think girls are starting to lean towards men who are not afraid to be honest about like the emotional side of themselves, like who are not afraid to cry, not afraid to ask for help, or like open up their heart to you. They feel like it makes you more approachable, it makes you more vulnerable, it makes her want to take care of you. You know what I mean? So I think softcore men might be what girls are into nowadays. They don't like, I call them testosterone men. So basically men who have like bad anger, who act like all alpha, and then they make you like listen to them all the time, never apologizes, that kind of thing. They like men who are vulnerable, men who are honest about their intentions, about how they're feeling. The next tip is be good at reading the room. Be good at reading emotions. basically have high EQ. So if you can tell that she's feeling uncomfortable because someone's staring at her, or if she's like having a bad day because she's moody, she doesn't talk a lot, like it feels like you are more attentive to her needs. It makes her feel like she's being seen. Like even when she's not saying anything, it feels like she's not alone. It feels like you understand her. So I think that is what most men miss out. Like women are very in between the lines. You have to, half of what we say are through things we don't say, which can be manifested in like our actions, our moods. This one takes practice. Some people are naturally good with reading the room. Some people, they have sisters at home, so it's easier to relate to women. And some people just get better the more they date. So if you can develop that side of you, then good for you. Next one is more like a word of caution, not really like a tip, but don't be a creep. Don't like always ask her for sex, ask her for pictures, make disparaging comments about her body, about like women in general. Like there's so many men out there who thinks that it's attractive when they say they are not simp. Like it's so corny, it's so cringy. Like just be normal, bro. Like why do you have to act extra edgy? Or like why is it called a simp just because you're showing romantic display of affection for someone you're interested in? You know, if you want a girl that much, then of course you're gonna fight for her, right? You want to do the best that you know you can do to win her over. How is that simping? I don't get it. If you're like, if you talk too much, you talk too loud, and you make it all about yourself on a date, then it's no-go. It's a no-go. Like I say, women yap a lot. Women like to yap, and if you out-yap them, they might just put you in that best friend zone. They will trauma dump you and everything, but their heart is closed. So if you want to make a girl comfortable, just avoid being like a creep, avoid unnecessary comments about like politics, their body, their diet, disparaging comments about their career, their life. Just keep it like simple. Keep it simple. Ask her more about herself than like talking about yourself. That way she will feel more heard, she will feel more seen. Now for the last part, I will give you a few bonus tips. Like bonus if you have pets. If you have like a pet dog at home, a pet cat, you can always let your pet be like, you know, an icebreaker and be like, hey, do you want to come over to my house, see my pet? We can play with the pet. It's like a mini animal therapy, but also like bridging you guys. So you guys can have more to talk about, or if not, just like spend time being with the pet but also being with each other. So I guess this can work both ways. It really depends if she's into pets, or if she's not allergic, then maybe this can work out. The other bonus is if you know things that are very close to the female heart. So if you know things like if you have a skincare routine, and by skincare routine I do not mean like just washing your face with plain water. That is not skincare routine. Skincare routine means like you use toner, you use facial cleanser, you use a face mask, you exfoliate, that kind of thing. Any girl will be impressed if they know that you are good, if you're taking good care of your own like hygiene, of your own like body, you want to look good. It's a really admirable thing. Also bonus if you notice little changes about them. Could be maybe they did their nails and then you're like, you notice them and then you can point it out, or maybe you know they changed their blush color, maybe they dyed their hair. Like little things like this, if you notice them about like the girl you like, it will be a bonus because it feels like you pay attention to, you know, how they dress up. And which girl doesn't like to be told that they're pretty, right? So I'll say if you know how to cook, it is also a bonus, because nowadays who got time to cook? If you can cook her a meal, bring her to picnic, I think it's romantic. It don't have to be expensive to be like cute. It don't have to be like expensive to be like a really sweet date. So it's really like how you make the most out of what you have. Okay, that's all I got for now. Let me know if you guys agree with all my pointers, and if you do land a girlfriend because of my video, do let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.